Hey guys, welcome to my newest video for today. For today's video I'm going to be doing the first part of my 2019 December DVD Blu-ray update. I am going to be separating my December update into two parts, one for TV shows and one for movies, because once again I've gone completely insane with the DVD and Blu-ray shopping, and if I combined both TV shows and movies we would have a really long video. So once again, my final update of the year is going to be split into two parts. There seems to be a bit of a theme with the last few years, but anyway, I'm just going to get straight into it, and this first part is going to be just on the TV shows, because I ended up stocking up quite a bit on TV shows. I think most of them are actually from JB, but I ended up getting a few from Sanity as well. And just before I got into the stack of TV that I have here, I also wanted to quickly show a couple of non-DVD Blu-ray items, because I've been looking back at some of my old videos that I used to some of the filming I used to do and how I used to do videos, and I actually liked that I sort of included non-DVD Blu-ray items just quickly, and then an update. So I have a couple just to show, and I'm going really old school here. I picked up a couple of CDs. I know, I haven't bought a CD probably since 2013, maybe beginning of 2014, which actually for one of them I think it was the last CD I got, and that one, sort of to go along with that, I picked up Frozen 2. I did enjoy the second Frozen movie. I'll talk more about it when I do my December reviews, because that's another one that I've decided to actually bring back to the channel. And yeah, I really enjoyed this one, so I wanted to pick up the soundtrack because I had the soundtrack to the first one, and I'll just see if I can, it's incredibly dusty, but I do have the first one right here. So yeah, so I now have both Frozen soundtracks, so yeah, I was really happy to get this one. So I haven't actually listened all the way through the soundtrack yet, but once Christmas is done and I've sort of been listening to Christmas music pretty regularly, I've thought I'll definitely get into this one. And then the other one that I got is a CD from a series that I haven't really listened to in years, and that is So Fresh. If you're Australian, you'll be familiar with this CD. It sort of brings out the best of the season type thing. They do it every season, and this one sort of is the summer, this one's the hits of summer 2020 plus the best of 2019. And I just randomly sort of thought, you know what, I don't really know what's current these days in the music industry, so I thought I'll get one of the So Fresh CDs to sort of see what music is common and that. So yeah, just randomly got two CDs this month, so Frozen 2 and So Fresh, the hits of summer 2020 and the best of 2019. So they were the non DVD Blu-ray items I picked up this month. And now on to the TV shows, because as I said, there's quite a lot here. I'm going to start with the Blu-ray, and to sort of start off with, I have a couple of mini-series. So the first one that I got is Chernobyl. This is one of the biggest TV shows of the year. I haven't seen it yet because I've got way too many TV shows to watch, but I've heard really good things about it, and I'm looking forward to sitting down and watching it, just to see what it's like. But yeah, it's, as I said, it's been everywhere. This sort of one of the big hits of the year, so really looking forward to giving this a watch. So that's Chernobyl. And then we have one of my favourite miniseries from this year, one of my overall favourite TV shows of 2019, and that is Good Omens. I loved this. It was just a lot of fun, and I loved Michael Sheen and David Tennant in this, and yeah, really enjoyed this adaptation of Good Omens. we have those. And then I decided to get the Handmaid's Tale seasons 1 to 3 Blu-ray box set. I think I got up to like episode 5 of season 1 and then I stopped, because if I'm being perfectly honest, like those first 5 episodes is like some of the most depressing hours of television that I've ever watched, particularly episode 3. Like episode 3 of season 1 was like, why am I watching this show? So I do want to actually give it like a proper chance, because I have read the book. I've read both The Handmaid's Tale and I read The Testaments, which is the sequel to The Handmaid's Tale, and yeah, I just really want to give this a chance and sort of watch it, but I feel like it's probably not one that I can sort of binge, because it's not, yeah, it's, yeah, probably can only take a couple of episodes at a time, but I did get the 1 to 3 box set of The Handmaid's Tale. And then I went ahead and picked up Legends of Tomorrow Season 4. I love Legends of Tomorrow. It's my favourite of the like Flurryverse TV shows, and I love this season. Yeah, the last couple of seasons have basically thrown out the whole idea of being a super serious sci-fi show, like what they tried to do back in season 1. And yeah, and season 4 was completely off the walls and had one of my favourite episodes was it episode 8 of season 4, I think, when they sort of do all these like they like Charlie, she tries to change things, and then it's like she keeps running into all these alternate versions of the legends, and yeah, it's such a crazy episode, but yeah, I loved it, and yeah, I love the characters. Especially Mick Rory. He's become one of my favourite Legends characters, which is a bit surprising, because I wouldn't have thought that back in season 1, but yes, like Sarah Lance, Mick Rory, like I love those characters. And yeah, so I picked up season 4 to go with my DC TV collection. And then another one that I've sort of been meaning to check out, but I haven't yet, is the new adaptation of Les Mis. This is, of course, like the dramatized version. It's not a musical adaptation, so that'll be a bit interesting, but I've heard good things about it, so I'm curious to see what it's like. So yeah, picked that one, picked up Les Mis. And then I decided to go ahead and pick up Supergirl season 3, even though it wasn't sort of my favourite season, and I haven't actually been watching Supergirl since season 3. I do want to get back into it, because I enjoyed season 1. I've sort of enjoyed the show on and off, and basically I watched the first part of Crisis on Infinite Earths, which is, of course, was the Supergirl episode, and it sort of made me realise I do miss the show, so hopefully at some point I'll probably rewatch 1 to 3, and then I'll watch 4 and try and get caught up on season 5, but I have a lot of TV shows to watch, so yeah, that's Supergirl season 3. And then also I picked up Young Sheldon season 1. Truth be told, I wasn't planning on getting into Young Sheldon, because I love the Big Bang Theory, but I thought the idea of Young Sheldon was, oh, they're just trying to cash in on Big Bang Theory and it's not going to last. And then I keep seeing clips on Facebook about the show, and I'm like, honestly, I feel like this is something that I would enjoy. So I decided to get the first season just to sort of see what I think, and yeah, so I haven't really watched like a full episode yet, but I've seen a lot of clips from the show, and I think it is one that I should hopefully enjoy. So that's Young Sheldon, and they were all the shows that I picked up on Blu-ray. And now onto the stack of DVDs. The first one that I have is Alias Season 1. This is the show I've been meaning to get into, because I started watching it, like I watched the first few episodes quite a few years back, and I never continued past those few episodes, so I decided to pick up Season 1 and sort of see like what I think of the show, because I know it seems like everyone tends to agree the first season's really good, but then it sort of goes downhill a bit, but I'm still curious to see what I think, even after all these years. But yeah, so Alias Season 1, and another show that sort of seems everyone loves, and it's still ongoing, like it's got so many spin-offs and that, and I'm like, I really want to try this show out and see what I think, and I got Chicago Fire Season 1, which I think it's like up to season 9 that the show's up to, something like that. But yeah, don't really know too much about this, but I just thought, you know what, I'm gonna give it a shot and see what I think. So yeah, Chicago Fire Season 1. And speaking of shows that I started and fell completely behind on, is Criminal Minds. So I picked up seasons 12 and 13. The show is coming to an end with season 15, but I really want to actually give this a proper rewatch, which I've tried to do. Like, I started rewatching season 1. I never continued much. I'd never finished season 1, so I feel like if I started like season 1 and then by the time I work my way through the seasons, season 15 will probably be out on DVD, and then I can pick it up then. But yeah, I miss Criminal Minds because I used to be obsessed with this show, like when I first discovered it, and I haven't really watched it in years. So cause like with a lot of my shows, I just kind of fell behind on. So I picked up the next 2 seasons of Criminal Minds. So hopefully I can get back into the show and finish it. So that one, and then I got a bunch of NCIS because, you know, although I love NCIS, even though I'm like super behind on the show at the moment, I've just been yeah, just haven't had a chance to actually properly sit down and catch up on some TV. So I got NCIS season 16, so this is the previous season to so what was it? It was, yeah, because the current season is season 17. I really need to get caught up, but yeah, I wanted to go ahead and add it to my collection because I've got all the other seasons. So that, and then I have NCIS Los Angeles season 10. Again, sort of I watched both these seasons as they aired. I'm basic with NCIS LA, like the main NCIS, I'm basically in it till either Mark Harmon leaves or the show comes to an end. Like, I'm that invested in the story by now. It's like, I just, you know what, I'm here for it all, even like when I fall behind. But yeah, I do still enjoy the show. It's not my absolute favourite as it used to be, but again, this is a show I would love to actually go back and do a rewatch, which I did start, but I think this one I made it up to like season 8 and I didn't continue, but one of these days. And then for season 10, I thought this was a lot better than season 9, because by the end of season 9, because there's a character they introduced, and by the end I was just ready. I just wanted, like, I hated her character, and yeah, and season 10 kind of improved a bit on that, but you could tell that contracts were coming up because it sort of had half the cast weren't in it, and then it was like they were off doing separate things, like, you know, in case the actor doesn't come back. But yeah, I still enjoy the show, but yeah, season 9 wasn't my favourite, but season 10 was a vast improvement on that, I thought. And then another show that I completely fell behind on, NCIS New Orleans season 4. This is one that I kept up with, and then I kind of didn't like season 3 that much, and yeah, I've watched the first few episodes of season 4, but I need to get back to it. It seems to be a bit of an ongoing theme, but one of these days I'll just sort of sit down and go, right, these are the shows I need to get caught up on, and go from there. But anyway, that's season 4. And then we have a show that another show I've watched and is one of my current favourite TV shows, and that's the Orville season 2. I love this show so much, and I'm so sad that we have to wait till like November next year for season 3, but I'm just glad it got renewed, because with all the Fox Disney merger, I wasn't sure about this show, like, because it doesn't do that great in the ratings, but like, this is basically as like, it's as Star Trek as you can get without it being Star Trek, and I love the cast, I love the characters. It's like, yeah, this show's like everything, and I want more, and I don't want to wait till November. But anyway, I did pick up the Orville season 2, and then another show that I've sort of been meaning to watch, but I've only watched a couple of episodes of, even though I think it's a show I will enjoy because I love historical drama, and that is Rain. I know it's not very historically accurate, but you know what, I still think this is something that'd be right up my alley. It's so I want to sit down and check out the first season and see like what I think of it. So I get Rain season 1. Then I picked up a couple of, I wanted to finish out some of like one of my shows, and I picked Rizzoli Isles because I got season 6 and season 7. So this is so I have all 7 seasons of Rizzoli Isles. Again, I got up to like season 4 of the show and fell behind. Yes, since it's a sad story of my life, but I did enjoy the show when I was watching it, but I feel like I would need to probably give it another like another go, like from the start, and just go to season 7. But we'll see. As I said, it's like I need a time turner just for all of the TV shows that I have to watch. It's actually, maybe say I want to watch, no, I don't have to watch them, I want to watch them. So yeah, who knows, check in with me this time next year to see if any of this actually happened. So, and then the last of the actual standard DVDs I picked up was Winona Series 1. I've been wanting to check this show out because I know a lot of people love it, and I don't know too much about it, but it just seems like it's from the same people who made Lost Girl and Killjoys, and even though I haven't finished either of those shows, I do, like what I've seen of them, I have enjoyed it. So I think yeah, it seems like it should be something I'd enjoy, but I suppose we'll see whenever I get around to it. So we know it. And then last but certainly not least, this is probably a bit of a random purchase, but a few years ago I actually had season 1 of this show, and then I sold it because I went to uni and I had to sell some of my DVDs for that, and that one was one of them. And then I came across, I was on Sanity, I was looking for something to add to my order because they had $120 like free shipping if you for orders over 120, and they had Invader Zim, the complete series. I have not seen a single episode of Invader Zim, but I actually was obsessed with like one of the fanfic authors I read. She writes Archer fanfiction now, but she went through a period where she wrote a lot of Invader Zim fanfic, and I was reading them, and because it's like I enjoy her style of writing, and yeah, basically I got the complete series, and I really want to dive into this box set because I think it's a show that I would actually enjoy, because based on what I understand of it. But yeah, we'll see. I'll just add it to the list of like never-ending list of TV shows to watch, catch up on, things like that. So that is Invader Zim, and there we have it. Those are all the TV shows that I bought in the month of December. As you can see, I have a lot of TV shows to watch. So, but you know, I have a weakness for buying TV shows. So, yeah. As I said, I'm going to be doing part 2 to this probably next week. So it'll be closer to New Year's. But yeah, I'm just going to stop it here. So thank you guys for watching, and until my next video, I will see you guys next time.